Hey guys, welcome back to SS Multimedia. My name is Naman Patil and I'll be teaching your lesson today. And yes, I know there's another name on the first page here. And that is because I have a special guest arriving. Her name is Nirvi Patil, my sister.
Hello.
Yeah, so let's just dive right into our objective.
Swimming pool?
No, not really. Like, dive. Okay, whatever. So today's objective is to learn a new way to problem solve in mathematics, which is basically math. Okay, so we're gonna learn a new way to solve a problem in math, and that new way includes some art and some equations.
I love art. I love drawing.
Yeah, she loves art. The last drawing she made was a penguin, and it looked like an apple.
I still have it right here.
Okay, whatever. So let's just get started. Okay, so let's do some art. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this word problem. It's fairly easy, but I don't want the answer. I want to teach you how to use these how to draw your work basically. Okay, so Casey had 5 apples. So we're gonna need that number 5 apples. Okay, and then Nervy Puzzle gave her 8 more apples. So we're gonna need that number 8, and gonna need to circle this word more. Okay, and then how many apples does she have now? We can double underline this how many, because this shows that we need to add. So let's just get into the drawing now. So for apples I'm gonna use circles. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw one circle. So I'll just deal with it. Okay, so I'm gonna draw one circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. Just stop. Okay. Okay. So let me make this a brighter color so it's easier to see. Okay. So 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, 4 circle, 5 circle. Perfect. So now.
Sorry about that noise.
Yeah, that was just my phone. Okay, so now this is the starting amount that Casey had at the start, but then Nervy comes along to give her 8 more apples. So let's add 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, perfect. So let's just count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just gonna draw a line to split these. Okay, so this is how much Casey started off with, and this is how much Nervy has brought for her.
8.
Yeah. So now let's start counting. Nervy, you wanna count this out?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so we got 13, so let's just write that down. Okay, so you see how when she came to 5, or this line, she continued counting from 5. She didn't just start over from 1 again. That's key. I mean, you all should know that. That's key to finding that answer, or like through the drawing.
Yeah.
So see, this was an easy way to draw your thinking and then easily find your answer.
Yeah.
We got an answer of 13 apples. So let me just write apples.
Peas. Apples.
We're not having peas. Apples. Okay. So 13 apples is our answer. And we can always check our answer with subtraction. So we can just do 8 minus 5, which is 1, 2, 3. 3. No, wait, that didn't check the answer. Okay, you can even use your fingers if you want to. 8 plus 5 equals 13.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13.
13, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next word problem. Okay, so in this one, Jeff had 7 books. Naman Patil, which is me, had 13. How many more books did Naman have than Jeff? Okay, so let's underline the keywords here. So 7 books, and I had 13.
13.
And then it's asking how many more books. So how many more books is also key, and have then, that is also key. So these two phrases here mean that we're gonna have to subtract to find how many more, because we know that I have the greater number of books. So we know that. So then we have to find how many more books I have than Jeff. So that's why those are key. And the how many more helps us know that it's subtraction.
Subtract means like going backward.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So for subtraction equation or subtraction drawing, here, let me make it
brighter.
Yeah. Okay, so for subtraction, we should write down the bigger number, or in this case the bigger number. Okay, so that's 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and from here Jeff says he has 7 books, and we know that we have to subtract.
Yeah.
So we can just cross out 7. Okay, so let's start by crossing out 7. So Nirvi, you can count.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yay, Nirvi knows how to count. Okay, so now that we took out 7, so we can just erase these 7. Or actually, I'm not going to do that because I want you guys to see the work that we did. Okay, so I'll just cross out these 7, okay? So we know that these 7 are out, okay, because this is the amount of books Jeff had. Now we can just count the ones that are not crossed out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I have 6 more books than Jeff has. So 6 books.
B-O-X-E.
B-O-X-E. Where do you get that from?
I'm just making a random word.
Yeah, that looks nothing like a B. It's fine. Okay, so at least you guys get the point of the drawing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now that we have drawn stuff out, let's use, yes, the same word problems, but this time we're writing equations, not drawing problems, or not drawing drawings. So, and when you're drawing drawing, you can use an equation to make sure that you're right. And when you're writing down an equation to answer, you can use a drawing to make sure that that equation is correct. So yeah, let's start writing down some equations then. So again, Casey had 5 apples. Then Nirvi Patil gave her 8 more apples. How many apples does she have now? Okay, so it's basically 8 plus. Let me make it brighter again. I keep forgetting to.
Just keep green color.
Okay, 8 plus 5. So that's our equation. Okay, so this is where our final answer will go. Okay, and then we can just write apples. Apples. Okay, so now let's write down the equation like this. Okay, so 8 plus 5. I don't really think we need to write it down in vertical form because it's the same thing. So let's just do it from here. So let's get out our counting fingers if we need to, if we need to. And then let's start counting down. So keep 5 fingers on your hand.
Okay, I have 5 fingers.
Okay, so I'll just use sticks to show you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm just
5.
gonna use these.
Okay, and then we're going to add 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is 13.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See that?
Okay, yeah, exactly 13. Okay, combine.
See, this would work. You could do this with an equation if it was a two-digit number. So here, let me give you an example of that.
Okay.
Just take this out.
Sorry about the noise of the bees.
Okay, so for example, let's say 10 plus 13. So, oops, put that line too big. Okay, so 10 plus 13, for example. 13. Okay, so 0 plus 3 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. See how I didn't need to use another drawing for that one? I just had to use the equation. So like this would work best on a two-digit number. Okay, but it would still work if it's not a two-digit number. You just might need to use your fingers as tools or something, unless you already can figure out the answer. Okay, so now let's do the next one. We know that this is a subtraction one. Okay, so Jeff had 7 books. Naman had 13. How many more books did Naman have than Jeff? So see, here we are, that two-digit number that we needed to use. So our equation would be 13 minus 7 equals blank. Okay, and then books. We really need to write down this unit here. Okay, so now 13, you don't need the beads right now. Okay, 13 minus 7 equals, so now we can do this. So we know that we should carry, and this becomes a 0, and this 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. So that's how we get our answer, using an equation without a drawing. Okay, so with that done, we know that we can use equations or drawings or both, and we can use each other to correct the other. So, or we can use one to correct the other. So now, after all we have done today and all we have learned, let's see what you guys can do now. So now is the time to pause the video and do this problem. Write down an equation and a drawing. Okay, and don't write the answer down. Okay, pause the video. Okay, I'll be waiting. Pause it, please. Okay, so you guys should be back by now, and if you aren't, just please pause it again and just write down the answer, or not the answer, the equation and the drawing. Okay, so now it says Naman had 4 pets. Nirvi had 13 pets. How many pets do Naman and Nirvi have in all? And then there's another question. How much more pets does Nirvi have than Naman? So we know that the first question is asking for addition. So we can do, this is my drawing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, plus 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we know that's 17. So we got an answer of 17 for the first question. And then there's also an equation for that. So 13 plus 4 is the equation for that one. It equals 17. Remember, you didn't need the answer. You just needed the drawing and the equation for each question. So that was the first question. And then the subtraction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so since 13 was a bigger number, I drew down 13, and then now we have to subtract 4 from it because I had 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have an answer of 9. And remember, you don't need the answer, just need the drawing, and make sure you got the drawing right. Okay, So wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Okay, I'll just draw a line in the middle here just to show the differences. Okay, so now there's also an equation for this. So 13 minus 4. Okay, and we found out that that was equal to 9. Okay, so if you got these equations and if you got this question right, then comment down below your answer and what equation you got. Okay, and yeah, I guess that's it. Make sure you tell us what you got as your score, if you got half of it right with one question right and one question wrong, or if you got the whole thing right, or even if you got the whole thing wrong, it's fine. You'll keep trying and you'll get everything right. Okay.
Actually, you'll get better.
Yeah, you'll get better, sure. Okay, well, that's it for now. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Until then, see ya.
Bye.